Camp Commanders is sponsored by the AAA Commanders MVP membership.
At 6:16, we've got more access, more Commanders as the team gets back to work today ahead of this weekend's preseason matchup against the Lions.
Fans, once again, will be watching every play out of today's practice, and we're giving you a front row seat to the action. As the official TV station of the Burgundy and Gold, we are bringing you along. Wiz and Martin is out in Ashburn, and Wiz, practice is going to be getting a little more intense as they really start to narrow down this roster. Good morning.
Good morning to you, ladies. Yes, things will definitely get more intense as we get closer and closer to the regular season. Of course, Detroit is coming up this weekend in the second preseason game. Now, the fans, they're starting to line up here, so they will get a look, the last look for the fans at their favorite team during training camp. So the gates will open at 7:30. Practice starts at 8:30. We'll also hear from head coach Dan Quinn about what he expects today. But from a day-to-day basis, he always gives us an update. And one of the things he has talked about is that he wasn't happy with how the defense performed against the Miami Dolphins in the last preseason game. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive. Coach Quinn not happy about that. He says, look guys, we got to practice and play the exact same way.
I just didn't love kind of the urgency that we played with. You know, just wasn't like as downhill and aggressive that I saw from the practice.
It doesn't matter who's out there. Like the expectation is the expectation, and so is the standard. So you can't afford to start off flat in this league. That's how you get beat.
All right, so quarterback Mike Sainristil, one of the veterans on this team on the defensive side of the football, talked about how things are getting more intense and how they're being pushed in the secondary. The competition pushes everybody to get better, and that is actually a good thing because, as you two talked about in the beginning, as the closer we get to the regular season, as we get ready to close out the preseason against the Baltimore Ravens after the Lions, hey, it's going to get real really fast. Now, as I talked about, we got the fans out here. We're going to start talking to some of these fans. They just started to arrive. They're lining up, and they're excited about seeing this team. Also coming up, you're going to hear from the fans. In addition to hearing from the fans, we're going to talk about The Incredibles. We're going to talk the cartoon, the movie, The Incredibles. We're going to talk about kicking it with the new kicker, and we're going to talk about Kyle. You'll understand what I'm talking about. How's that for a tease? Did I do okay with the tease?
You did great.
Fans,
That's a bingo card. If you got all those in your bingo card.
Kyle, and the coach.
We love it. Can't wait to hear from the fans, too.
Yes.
They love wisdom, and so it'll be fun to go.
Love it. And when you talk about the last training camp that fans can attend, we are really, really shaping up for the season ahead. Wiz, thank you so much. Appreciate you.
Looking forward to it. I always like hearing from the first person in line, too. You know what I mean?
Yes,
Dedication. All right, we're your home for Saturday's game. You can watch it right here on WUSA 9 and streaming on the free WUSA 9 app at noon.
And hey, guess what? We are welcoming a new member to our Commanders kickoff team, former NFL cornerback and Super Bowl champ Kyle Arrington. The DMV native will bring his playing experience, his insight, and his analysis. You'll see Kyle for the first time this morning. Coming up in just a bit in our 7 a.m. hour, he'll be live with Wiz from training camp.